Hello, I'm Melinda NailFanatic, and today we're going to pull some cards. But I want to talk about the collective energy. I want to talk about the changes that you're seeing right now. So, I want to talk about some things that have helped me come through. I woke up this morning and I was keyed into a collective vibration, and the vibration was one of abandonment. I was totally keyed into the abandonment energy this morning. And I sat with myself and I did a little verbal processing. Shout out to those people we can process with. If you got somebody close to you or you can call, where you can speak what's really going on in your mind without being judged, but being lovingly heard out. Uh, be grateful because it's a great sounding board. So you speak it out and you can hear the solutions. So I'm speaking and I'm realizing, oh my God, this is abandonment energy. I forgot to ask myself, is this mine? And as soon as I was halfway through with this statement, I heard a loud no. So we are an amazing energy, but there's no doubt that we're sitting in a powerful collective energy right now. The cool part about it, though, is we're going to say what we've been repeating a lot. Even the medical field can pick up, the field of science can pick up that a positive thought is electrically so much more powerful, thousands of times more powerful than a negative thought. Folks, the towers come down. In case you didn't know, the tower come down. I had the funniest thing happen to me yesterday. I had a girl call my phone, and it's a business phone for my nails shop, and the girl was like, are you open today? Are you taking appointments? I was like, no. She's like, are you open tomorrow? I was like, no. I said, honey, did you know that all the businesses of service-based businesses are being shut down right now? There's nobody open right now, honey. You're going to have to wait till this stuff is over. But don't worry, it'll be over soon. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was doing my own nails, though, at the time in the garage. You like the one color look? It's not one color. It's just a one color look because, baby, we still rocking and rolling. I like it. Anyways. Yeah, we're at shift change. You guys, we've been talking about shift change for so long. When we were talking about shift change back then, I was talking about my personal shift changes and our personal shift changes and your personal shift changes because we were going through a lot of personal shift changes of perspective about our situation and ourself and our role that we've played in these repetitive cycles in our lives that we continue to see. But now what's happening is that energy that we were keyed into from the beginning in a zoomed in type of way has now flooded the collective enough to where now they're being brought to that same place in mass as a collective. What's really awesome that I love, though, is that the healing that is done for the one is done for the all. And I am the one. Did you know that you were the one? Or you could choose to be the one if you wanted to. Do you want to be the one? Do you want to be the one that does hashtag love mongering so well that it makes your own heart so swell and then everything out there must go so well? It's a grand opportunity in our hand. Ooh, in the way that feels. So anywhere where people were feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold, feeling fear, feeling insecure, feeling all these very low vibration fight or flight survival feelings at this time. Did you know that because you're not there, because we're over here, we're busy singing and dancing and painting and cooking and eating and playing and riding bikes and doing cards and producing a show for you. Taking a ride once in a while too. Just get out, get some fresh air, you know. We are the solution. Oh my God. You want to fix it? Fix you. You don't have to deal with every little thing right now. Don't worry. When it's time to deal with your shit, it's going to come up. You're going to have to face it, or run from it, or try, or just let it sit all over you, which is an energy and an opportunity that's right now coming through for so many of you. This is just like the collective right now is in this energy, in this experience. This is the phase of human experience where you've tried to run, you tried to hide, but I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you because I shine so bright. Like the sun, they always shine. We do not ask permission to shine. Try to ban me from shine. You can't ban my shine. So you may as well fall in line and find your own shine. Because, baby, you shine bright. You shine bright. You're a beautiful beacon of light. And that light is becoming so strong. And it radiates all around, all the throng of those who are choosing to sit in an energy confusing. But what they don't know is now their soul does grow. It's actually a beautiful thing, a truly beautiful thing. Yes, it is. It's a natural evolutionary path back to source. The river always in this energy ends at the source. And what is the source? People, you are the source. But here's the cool part about it. Once you've identified that you're the source, you can change and deliberately rearrange how you flow. You know what I mean? So, a long, long, long time ago, in the city of Denver, in the state of Colorado, in the country of the United States, on the planet called Earth. What is the name of our galaxy? Yeah, I got a lot of knowledge up there. Certain things we don't know, certain things we can't see. Like we couldn't see when we had this idea when we were changing from our freshman high school and going to another school in another part of town with a whole new crew of people for sophomore year. We could not see that that was the same tactic that would work right now effectively for everybody. See, there was a little girl and she grew up believing that she was not good enough, believing that even though she knew somewhere in herself, she had really interesting skills and abilities. The reaction of the external world put her in a place of hiding. She put herself in hiding. In fact, she concealed herself and held her energy back. She did not speak out the words that came so they could be heard. She did not dance the dance and do the jig so y'all could get jiggy with it. She did not paint the picture and shine the part of her heart that wanted so much to let the art start. Although she was the best anywhere, it took a long time before she would dare to tell anybody, I'm the best nail tech you're going to ever meet in your life. I know I'm the best one in this city. I know I'm the best one in this state. I know I'm the best one in this country. I know I'm the best one. But it took her so long to get into a place where she would allow that energy to shine through. So this same little girl, having put herself in a box under so many different programs and karmic locks, the same way her mother and her father had. Was it because it's inappropriate? Was it because of an overbearing dad? Was it because of the response and what they might say about you? Was it because who's looking, who might view? Yeah, it was all that. It was quite literally all that. But little by little, the torrent became so much it could no longer be held back. And this child began to find the abundance and turn that way instead of lack. But it was by the darkness of the night that she could see the bright, piercing light. It wasn't until her eyes were stilled that she could find inside her own will to choose to look at the light and go towards the light. And then, hold on, what? I'm the light? I was really just looking at a mirror in the distance? And the whole time I was the light, I could not see my own light before, she said to herself. Oh, wow. And how did she find her light, though? She found her light by approaching the mirror. See, it was dark. Everywhere was just dark and gloomy. Whether it was because of her nationality, whether it was because of her poverty, whether it was because of the kind of car she drove, or if she drove a car at all, because of the bus she rode, because of the steps she took walking to get where she needed to go. Was it because she didn't have the designer brand name clothes and sneakers that y'all are such big freakers about? And anyway, she could not see her light. She was busy looking at everybody else's shadows. And then one day, as she had, it's like, you cry so hard. And the tears that come out so pure and so hard from your heart and your soul. And you just cry. And you cry it out, all the pain, all the sorrow. And at some point, you say, oh, and you lift your head. And you lift your head. And in that moment, she said, hold on. What's that little light? That little light of mine. She didn't know it was hers. She didn't know that was her light. But it shined. And it shined bright. And through the darkness of the darkest and ugliest night, she found it. She found the ganas. She found the power. She found her might. And little by little, she began to stand up. And she realized, oh my Lord, I am in this box. All I had to do was pop the lid off of it. Whoa. And likewise, now many of you are sitting in your boxes with nowhere to go but watch this show. Yay, we're so grateful, though, because we can speak to you about what helped us to get through the darkest things we've been through. Many of you, millions of you want to hear this. You may not know this, but we do. This is why we do what we do. I got thousands of videos on this YouTube channel that we've produced, and at some point, so many of you are going to watch so many of them, a lot more than you think, because you are on a evolutionary brink, an evolution of energy, of consciousness, of awareness, of mindfulness, of fullness, of wholeness. A wholeness so true that it busts off all the false layers that were placed over you. So this little girl from one school where she was bullied and shoved in a box found out that she was going to go to another school for sophomore year. And she said, you know what? I'm not going to be the brunt of everyone's jokes anymore. I'm not going to allow people to demean me or belittle me anymore. In this new school, no one knows who I am. They don't know that every other school I've been to with all those kids from my neighborhood, they all tease me all the time. I was that girl that everyone teased collectively. They did not like me. Ooh, the mirror was shining, but they didn't know. But they're about to find out in this stage of evolution of the soul. And they were mirroring to me and my empathic ability, ability. Why? Oh, thank you. Because just as these words were spoken out and you knew what we were talking about, there was a disconnection in the reception. Just like there was a disconnection in the spelling. What is the spelling? The casting out of the words. Speaking it about, praise it or curse it. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? So she said, no longer will I be that which is cursed. And they may not have to see my blessings, but I will not stand and accept anybody's cursings. Whether it was Jap, Chink, Gook, Slant Eye Bitch, whatever it was the names they called me, it was a lot worse than the bitches and hoes that grown-ass women like to talk shit about. But you know what? It was amazing. It was perfect. Because it built a strength that can't be shaken. That is so solid. Like if you swing at it, it's so solid, it becomes invisible, untouchable. You swing your fist, go right through it like it's a fucking ghost. Because it's that solid. You can't even touch it. Complete paradox shift going on right now. Complete paradigm shift. In the sip and smoke session that I did, which had to be removed so that our channel continue to come through. For those of you, my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity, this channel is here to serve you. And during that session, somebody asked about quantum leaping. This is what it feels like, folks. You are quantum leaping, but you don't know it yet. The cold part about it is you've all been quantum leaping, and you're finally about to figure it out. So Mrs. Quantum Leaping, I don't feel like I'm quantum leaping. I ain't been on no reality because, girl, you keep looking at the same old shit. How many times did we tell you, change your focus? You can look at the glass half empty or the glass half full. Are you tired of empty glasses yet? Are you tired of seeing empty glasses yet? When the girl got to the new school, she played her part by playing cool. She kept it cool. Inside, she was nervous. She wondered if people could tell that in other places she was the butt of everybody's jokes and they all laughed. And her spirit sometimes would yell. But she played it cool. She played it cool. And you know what? She did not become Miss Popular that year. No, she did not. And in many ways, she still has not. And that's okay. We're okay with where we are. Who's meant to know will know. Who's meant to see will see. Who's meant to hear will hear. And I feel like that time is near. It's here. In the new school, she simply spoke her part from her heart to assert her boundaries, to protect her energy. But she found that protecting her energy was not by putting it in a box. As we're drawn to the story of the master who gave his seeds to his servants, all his servants a different amount. and left to come back to find out what did they create with their seeds. See, the safeguarding of the energy wasn't in hiding it in a box. It was in letting it shine all over, as it comes straight from the divine mind. Love source God gave this to you. What is it that you do? We channel these messages. We cut clothes up. We paint nails. We design jewelry. We fold paper cranes. We build backgrounds and sets. We read cards. We paint paintings. We draw pictures. We write poetry. We play with children. We cook. Woo, we be throwing down in the kitchen. Y'all don't even know about that. Maybe I cook with my few friends who's going to come hang out with me here in Vegas in May for my birthday, because this is going down. Okay, get back. After these messages, we'll be right back. So now it's time for the growth. But you know what? You have the support of the oversoul. There is an oversoul energy that is fully supportive of all of this, what you choose in love, peace, and happiness. Because see, all of you who are drawn to these messages, you are in tune with that Christ consciousness. No, baby, it's not about the Bible. It's about my child. You are the child of the creator of all that ever is, was, would be, or could be. You are that divine energy. They put you in a box so you wouldn't know that you were the one, you were the light, you were the one that needed to be on show. So let your light shine bright. Love mongering, of this we sing. Because trust and believe, the collective energy is monitoring. And some of them might get a little bit weirded out. What the fuck you doing with the smile so big on your face while you driving about, shopping, and everything is out? Because I am... Thank you. Thank you. Those of you who are going confidently through this time, the reason why you're hashtag love mongering is because you are right in line and you are already sitting in the energy of what is being created. The false foundations, the false structures come down to its foundation so it can be rebuilt solidly from the ground. Like that one video we mentioned about Will Smith and his grandfather had a business and they needed to rebuild the wall. They needed to build a wall. And this elder told him, well, you just need to lay each brick perfectly. If you lay this brick perfectly and you lay each brick perfectly, you will end up with a perfect wall. And that's the way this is being built up energetically in our future. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. This is what it is. This is what it is. Can you feel it though? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Like, seriously, if you can feel it, if you have this eerie sense of calm about you, well, people are freaking the fuck out all around you. And you keep going back to your eerie sense of calm about you. This is because you're already sitting in the energy that is new, which is a match to Gaia, which means you will not have to vibrate your ass right off of it. Because see, Gaia is on a certain vibration and you got to be in tune with that vibration. See, Gaia is spinning super fast in that vibration. You got to be up to speed to ride with Gaia. This is why now the pineal gland, the crown is being opened for receptivity. And the third eye is being opened for receptivity. for awareness. And those of you who have been going through all of this energy clearing for yourself by, instead of pointing the finger at that one, you did that to me, now I feel abandonment, it's your fault. You say, hold on a minute. You were just a trigger, baby. But my feelings is my fault. I got this. Give me a minute. I'm finna check in with myself right quick. Oh, shit, I forgot to ask if it was mine. Is this mine? No, it's not yours. Don't own that shit. Is what you're going to get. For you empaths watching this show, probably 95% or more of the time, you are going to get a huge resounding no. Because that energy out there would love to creep in. And now is the time for you to ground yourself. That infinity, we did, we'll have to go back in and share it, but that we did an infinity meditation for grounding, I believe it's called. Infinity meditation for grounding video. And you can write that down and look it up on my YouTube, because I don't know what's going to happen in my day. Oh, Lord, I do know. It's going to be amazing, though. As you do your breathing, at various times when you need to center yourself and remind yourself that you was all that. And you always were, because you are the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. Like, seriously, this is just your essence. This is what you are. This is who you are. This is what you do, what you be. You can remember that you are the center. You are the center. In specific, your heart, if you must attach to a physical body part. However, you glow so bright, you shine so much light that you're actually like this giant sun yourself. You are a sun, and you're attracting energy to you and through you. And so you appear to be this ball of light in my spiritual sight. And every one of your atoms, each one of your atoms, each one of your protons, neutrons, each one of your protons, neutrons, and electrons is all a transmuter of energy, and it is constantly flowing energy. The only thing that slows it down is when you bring yourself down, because that down feeling that you're feeling, whether it's disenchantment all the way down to suicidal depression and everything in between, that disenchantment that you're sensing is the space you've tried to create for yourself from the receiving of the energy that is naturally drawn and magnetized to you. Like if you would just do nothing, go to sleep, just fucking go to sleep. Things are working out for you well while you're sleeping. This is why your body heals while it's sleeping. There's no resistance. But see, different ones in our society have grabbed onto the programming that has been given, and they continue to tell themselves low vibrational, self-fulfilling prophecies. Low vibrational, self-fulfilling prophecies, whether that's done out loud in your mind or just in the way a person feels about things. This is where we come in. That girl in school, remember being in the lunch line, and there was a girl from her class and some kids, some of them people that like to act the ass, went to cut in front of her in the lunch line. And that girl that used to get bullied all the time found the first time she opened up her mouth and spoke up for someone else. In doing that, she found power to speak up for herself, and little by little would develop that power for many, many years to come. And still, she says it's not done. She knows there's more to do. But she said, hold on a minute. She's in line there. Take your ass to the back of the line like everybody else. Got no talk back. Had no drama. Asserted herself. Stepped out of the timid mama energy and stepped into mama bear energy. But it was interesting because it was the situation with the friend that triggered it. See, that's the mirror in the dark. You in the dark, you see the light over there. When you creep up on it, you realize, oh shit, as the light has gotten brighter and brighter, like, oh my God, it's a mirrored wall. All I've been looking at is myself the whole time. And it kept getting brighter and brighter because I kept finding more and more hope inside myself. I kept removing all these dark shadows of ugly energy from myself by choosing to focus myself differently, to stand up for myself, not to injure anybody else, but to safeguard myself. I am worthy and deserving of being protected, of being blessed, of keeping myself safe. I don't need to allow everything and everybody to come and violate me. And you know what? You might think you can violate a business location or a home or a car, or maybe even somebody want to violate your body. But what they can never violate is your mind, your heart, your energy. Do you feel me yet? Do you get the gist of it? You are the shine. You get so excited as you're moving closer and you're moving closer to what you want. Oh, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Oh, it's mine, it's you mine. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And you get so excited, so excited. Yeah, let something step in front of that mirror right quick. And you can't see like, oh shit, now what the fuck do I do? But what would happen differently if you knew that that was a light that was radiating from you? What would you do differently if you are what you're seeing? We said it a million different ways and a million different times. This time, will you be believing? The girl wouldn't talk before. The girl wouldn't speak up. The girl wouldn't share anything she could do. And now it's full open book. I remember riding past the front of my shop one day, and God asked me, are you ready for everywhere you go, everyone you meet will know your name and know all about you? I said, well, I ain't got nothing to hide. With the greatest ease, peace, and confidence. And God had been training me this whole time. It started with a desire to practice this channel. Like I learned that, hey, everything happens for a reason. I always knew that, right? Everything happens for a reason. I started to learn that everything happens for a reason. And if everything happens for a reason, there is a reason for what is happening. And if I have faith the size of a mustard seed, can I just believe that no matter how ugly it feels, sometimes I will feel, we start off talking about abandonment. Man, y'all know my father killed himself in front of my face when I was 15 years old. I watched my father burn to death in front of the whole fucking school, like the whole neighborhood. Everybody fucking know. How embarrassing, right? It was for a long time. And them kids were fucking brutal. But it was a good thing I have found my voice, because a lot of them talk that shit to their fucking self. And one person had the nerve to tell me something. Ooh, I opened my mouth. Anyways, so glad I finally have found my voice. And my mother, you know, I was 29 when she died from cancer. Took her in 3 months. My mama was gone. And my sister, I fucking love her so much. But there's a strongly contrasting relationship. We have no type of form of keeping in touch. I haven't heard from her since the last time she tried to place a false report on CPS on the way my grandsons were being taken care of in my home, you know. So I went through all this stuff, and I went through it all alone, feeling like I was all alone. And I would catch a glimpse of hope and just keep moving, you know, like, what the fuck you gonna do? Well, I know what the fuck I'm not gonna do. I'm not going to put my daughter through what the fuck my dad put me through. Because, baby, there's a lot of other ways to learn this enlightenment, too. As a matter of fact, Swan comes to mind as we're channeling these messages divine. That girl, her transformation came through an experience that lasted for years. And her story is fucking horrific. Check her out, Swan. She's epic. Highly enlightened being. So evolved. So aware, fucking channeling like crazy. And love her, appreciate her for coming out and shining. This is my truth. This is what I did with it. What you want to do with yours? Like, this is on the table for everybody. What have I done with my truth? Feeling so abandoned, feeling so left alone, feeling so tossed to the side like nobody fucking cared. Nobody was on my phone. Nobody called to check on me. I was alone. It hurt. And even this is still, look, there's a mini release going on. My eyes are a little bit watery, yo. Mini release going on. If you cry something out, praise those tears. Those tears are crying out the cleansing of your soul. So alone through so much. Guess what? It was so I could be in touch with the one that really fucking matters. The one that I see way over there shining bright in the distance. And then I catch up to it. It was just a mirror. It was me the whole fucking time. Jokes on me. Ha, ha, ha. And guess what? Now the joke's on you too. You're the light that shines. Or not. Go get in a fucking box and put yourself up on a perfect brick wall so they can seal your ass in if you want. Because that's pretty, whoa, that's what the fuck is going down right now. They're going to seal your ass into fear. And you can stay in that ugly box of doom and gloom until you wither away. Or you can bust the top off this bitch. Pray. Pay attention to what is God? If God is all things, then God is using everything to speak to you. Why do you keep seeing mosquito killers? I'll tell you why I keep seeing mosquito killers. I'm going to tell you. Last night I was in there doing my nails, right? It was 2 big old mosquito killers come around. And what was the message of the mosquito killers? Don't worry, baby. Ain't going to be a mosquito to be found because we got them. We got them. And you know who those 2 mosquito killers was talking to me about? Lustrous God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, but my mommy and daddy. The same tool that brought me to the place of these lessons. We put out a video years ago called Transmuting Tragedy to Blessings. We encourage all of you to share not only this video, but the videos that have been mentioned here. Because the energy, the collective energy right now can use a lot of grounding. It could use a lot of healing. And these channeled messages are here to serve you. We thank you, regardless of what you're choosing to do with videos. We thank you for grounding as you are this love, peace, and happiness energy. And trust and believe, I'm not the only star. Look at the night sky, man. The further you are out in the middle of nowhere, the more stars you can see shine. And there's more stars of us out there doing this shit right now, legit, from the heart, love motivated. Love generated. Just to be a fucking blessing. Just to be a blessing to you. Just to be a God-given blessing to you, to us, because we've received it from you. You know, I wouldn't be so fucking dope if it wasn't for all of you. You know why? I looked at you and I saw me. You were the mirrors that I got to see. And the more you figure that out, the more you're going to get the bullshit out. It's nobody's fault how you feel but your own. You could pay attention to what they tell you, and you could talk about it on the phone. Or you could do what you know creates the new solidly built earth that will be built over the ashes of all those who self-destruct because they choose not to get in touch with their divine. What is God? God is love. Is love deciding that you can't do what you want to do? God never did that to any human. Humans do what the fuck they want to do. God just responds and holds that space for love. And how can we be this energy? These are the channeled messages that I have for right now. I'll be back with love, peace, and happiness tarot for the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time. That was heavy, yo. Be right back.